Has it really been 7 days since the last edition of Wrestling Showdown? Well, near enough, yeah. Welcome along once again, ladies and gentlemen. We are getting so much closer to our 3 live events happening at the beginning of August. On the 3rd, 4th and 5th of that month in Linlithgow, Kirkcaldy and Berwick-upon-Tweed respectively. Now, over the past few weeks here on the Showdown, I have told you about some of the matches you're going to be seeing. I've told you about some of the people that will be appearing. But a few people out there in the W3L fan base have been inquiring after the W3L Women's Championship. Will it be defended at these 3 live events? The answer, sadly, is no. Now, as some of you may be aware, Leah Owens is currently out with a knee injury, but unfortunately, the diagnosis has been more severe than she was hoping for. Because of this, she's going to be taking quite a while to recover and get back to full strength. Due to that situation, W3L management have taken the decision to make Leah Owens vacate the W3L Women's Championship. It's a heartbreaking situation for Owens, who is arguably one of the most popular W3L Women's Champions that we have ever had. I know that she is gutted to have to relinquish the championship that she holds so dearly. However, this does present an opportunity for various other females in the Worldwide Wrestling League, and so management have decreed that we're going to be kick-starting a tournament in Linlithgow, and it'll be also continuing in Kirkcaldy the following day. And at Resolution 12 later this year, we will crown a brand new W3L Women's Champion. Who will it be? Who's going to be involved in the tournament? You'll find it in the weeks to come. But speaking of tournaments, over the past few weeks here on Wrestling Showdown, 4 men have been vying to turn up to our Summer Spectacular on August 4th at the Ice Arena in Kirkcaldy to face Dickie Divers for the Wrestling Showdown Championship. It's come down to 2 men. It'll either be the original Craig Stevens or Lou King Sharp. One of these men will get the victory in this contest and go on to face Divers for that aforementioned title at our Summer Spectacular. But which one will it be? Don't look at me. Let's head outside into the sunshine to the W3L car park and find out.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Joe Fordyce with you on Wrestling Showdown. We are outside in the W3L car park yet again for a match that is going to have a direct effect on our Summer Spectacular coming up in August at the Ice Arena in Kirkcaldy. Now, over the past couple of weeks here on Showdown, you've seen the 2 men in the ring competing. The man in the purple tights, looking sharp, he defeated Sakib Ali just last week. And the man in the back of the ring in the grey trunks, the original Craig Stevens, he defeated TJ Rage a couple of weeks ago. And management were keeping an eye on all 4 of those men, with a thought towards one of them challenging Dickie Divers for the Wrestling Showdown Championship at our Summer Spectacular. And it has come down to Stevens versus Sharp. And one of these men, whoever wins this contest, will get that title match against Divers at our Summer Spectacular on August 4th. So it's some pretty high stakes to be had. We'll see just who is going to advance, because both these men had very different opponents. TJ Rage being a massive, powerful man. And Stevens used all his chicanery, took a low blow and a roll up to get the victory, as the crowd chant "Dafty Am." Sharp had the much faster former tag team champion Sakib Ali to overcome, and he did so in fighting style. Fortunately, one of these men can get that shot against Divers, as Stevens striking first. Now, the irony is, if you watch 7 Deadly Sins, which I'm sure you've seen our W3L Network specials that they put up on that, these 2 men almost seemed allied in the opening round battle royal, but clearly tensions must have run high. Now, hang on, Sharp drops him and went for the kick, but Craig Stevens got out of the way. He must have scouted Looking Sharp against Sakib Ali. Sharp getting knocked off to the canvas, hits the floor, and now fighting outside the ring. Applying a count, because we're in a car park, there's all sorts of dangerous stuff lying around. And they're having a difficult job of trying to get anybody back in the ring. This isn't a false count anywhere match. Now Steve just taking pot shots at Looking Sharp, and they're just brawling outside the ring, and it looks like they're fighting away from it. It looks like they're leaving the ringside area. The order has been restored, ladies and gentlemen. Management has managed to coerce Looking Sharp and Craig Stevens back to the ring. They fought around the car park, around the W3L offices. Both men suffering some fatigue, as you can see. Looking Sharp with the kick, and he catches Stevens with an enziguri. Again, championship match at stake, with the winner of this one facing Dickie Divers at the Summer Spectacular. And Craig Stevens, of course, he got to the semi-finals of 7 Deadly Sins. Attacked Johnny Lyons with that chair, but was unlucky. Bruce Lyons applied the armbar to make him submit. Looking Sharp, he lost, actually he won I should say, his quarter-final match, but lost out by getting concussed during the contest and was unable to continue the second night of 7 Deadly Sins. And as we eating away at him, he feels he may have been able to go all the way in the tournament. Hang on, covers Craig Stevens, taken by the hair as well. But this is perhaps part of Looking Sharp's redemption. He wants 2 victories in a row, then potentially a third one against Divers. He'll become the Wrestling Showdown Champion. We dearly love that. Oh, and Craig Stevens catches Looking Sharp, who pops back to his feet. Could he go for that double arm DDT? That's exactly what it is. Right on his face, covers. And Looking Sharp almost defeated there. Got caught in mid-air with that body press. Dumped with the double arm DDT right on his face, but still kicked out. Stevens has this thing going his way. He would dearly love to take that title from Divers. This will be the first major test Divers has had since defeat Mike Missile to win the tournament. Get the title, hang on, Sharp not finished yet. Sends off the ropes and nails with a slick kick right in the face. Stevens hanging on the ropes. And this crowd know what's coming up. Right in the face of the original Craig Stevens. And Looking Sharp building momentum. He has the crowd on his side. He has a title match in his sights. But can he land the Sharp Splash? That's exactly what he does. And he scores the victory. Looking Sharp defeats the original Craig Stevens. He moves on to face Dickie Divers at the Summer Spectacular.
So it's official. Dickie Divers must defend the Wrestling Showdown Championship against Looking Sharp at our Summer Spectacular, August 4th at the Ice Arena in Kirkcaldy. And that joins the other matches we have previously announced, as Mike Musso must defend the Heavyweight Championship against the 7-foot tall Mikey Ratings. We know the women's tournament is going to continue there as well, and of course the inimitable Colt Cabana will be there taking on the Rock and Roll Express Blondie Barrett. The night before, in Linlithgow, the women's tournament kicks off, and we have got a massive, almost literally considering Ratings is involved, tag team contest as Ratings and the very good Mr. Ewan G. Mackey take on Colt Cabana and Caden King, plus a whole bunch more besides. And then in Berwick-upon-Tweed on the Sunday, regardless of what happens at the Ice Arena at our Summer Spectacular, Blondie Barrett challenges for the W3L heavyweight title. But who against? You'll find out in Berwick-upon-Tweed. All your favourite W3L stars are going to be there across the weekend. More matches happening than the ones I've announced. Stay tuned to all our social media platforms to find out what is going on. And if you want to come along to these events, if you want to get your hands on what few tickets remain, do so by hitting up our website. We're at W3LWrestling.com. Purchase them from there. Give us a like on Facebook. Follow us on Twitter. Join us on Instagram. Subscribe to the channel you're currently watching, because then you'll be notified every time an edition of Showdown goes online for you to view. Make sure you use the hashtag W3L Wrestling Showdown. Let us know what you want to see at these events, who you want to see. Let us know who you think is going to become the new women's champion. And so much more besides. Ladies and gentlemen, this is it for this week here on Wrestling Showdown. Join me back here in 7 days' time for even more awesome action on the W3L Network on Wrestling Showdown.